Hi guys, this is Namkraft. Welcome to another series of Starcraft English commentary. Can you hear me? This is gonna be the grand final of the Starcraft Broodwar Remastered 2025 ASL S19. This is gonna be played between the reigning champion 3 Peter Soulkey and his arch nemesis. No, I'm just kidding, just random dude on the internet, Mr. Best, my best buddy. With whom relationship I'm gonna show to you shortly, but for now let's just take a look at this game. This is gonna be a best out of 7. The first player to 4 games will win. The first map is going to be Eclipse. This map was Eclipse, excuse me. This map was picked by Best, and then eventually we will have some other maps which I shall just explain to you briefly a little bit later. Yeah, everyone is of course looking forward to this grand final, not only because that is between some of the best players right now, but because everyone is wondering, well, will Soulkey eventually lose? Because this seasons of ASL, I think the map pool has been rigged for Zerg to win, especially against Protoss. Usually in the previous seasons, Zerg has got the disadvantage, but this season they've been doing really well. And all of the Terran players have been eliminated. But anyways, let's take a look at what's happening here. This first map is going to be Eclipse, and we're going to be having an early probe coming out. He's looking forward to Soulkey going for a quick hatchery, but it's going to be a 9 pool. It's going to be a 9 pool which is going to allow Soulkey to have some nice advantage in terms of Zerglings early on, and Best is going to be forced to either make a gateway or a forge. He cannot fast expand. He cannot put down his usual, early pylon and cannon rush here. So this early probe is a little bit wasted. But the drone is going to come out to expand possibly. It's going to be looking forward to, I think, eventually go towards the 1 o'clock position, because that position is open. And because if you look at the mineral count, it's not yet ready to go for an early expansion at the natural. Anyways, let me just quickly show you the map stats to see how bad are the maps for Protoss this season. There it is. So Eclipse picked by Best is 46.4% win rate. This is possibly one of the easier maps for Protoss to play on. If you look at Death Valley, that is possibly going to be a free win for Zerg. So already we have, the score is up 1-0 in favor of Soulkey, unless he can do something. Mr. Best here, my best buddy. And just to quickly show it, I'm going to show you this picture. Mr. Best and me taken a long time ago. I think everyone knows about that. And this is, oh no, this is not Best. This is Mr. Soulkey. But let me just quickly show you what Best looks like. There he is. So all of the photos for Best cheering. You have 3 photos for Best right now, which means he should be winning. If he doesn't win, then I guess that is not his time. But yeah, coming into this final, Best has got the toughest luck of all. If you look at his journey here, you will see that in the round of 24, he was well, even before that, he had to play it in the qualifications. But in the round of 24, he was put in Group C with Barracks, Best, BTS, and mine, and he barely escaped. He came second. And then in round of 16, he was put in a group with Jaedong, Speed, and Sharp, and again, he barely escaped. He came second. And in the quarterfinals, he had to defeat Queen, a very strong Zerg, especially against Protoss, in a 4-3 victory. In the semi-final, he had to defeat another strong player. Best is like the best Terran in the world right now, as Atosis and Tasis was the best Terran in the world. And yes, Best defeated him also in a very nice comeback 4-3. And let's see if we can do another 4-3 against Soulkey. If he can do that, it means that he is, he's like Jangbi. He's like, he's getting the channel energy from Jangbi. And anyways, we shall see what happens next. Anyways, looks like 3 hatchery is down, and Best gonna try to check out the situation with his early scouting. This map, Eclipse, I don't really like it for Protoss. I don't like any of these maps for Protoss, man, especially Eclipse. Of course, Death Valley is also a bad map, but this map you are so easily getting boxed in the mid game. So in this game, only in this map, Zerg is not incentivized to go into late game, I believe. To me, Zerg need to finish the game right off the bat with lurkers to try to contain the Protoss player and stop any kind of hidden hatcheries, hidden nexus going up in some other locations, and that's going to be the way to win here. As a player, you don't need to drag on to the fighter attack on this map particularly, but anyways, Zelle coming out to attack. And we've seen that Best has been doing this kind of builds, which he's doing right now, skipping Stargate. This is the pinnacle of Protoss versus Soulkey. You need to do this, but Lair's coming up. So unless Best can do some crazy attacks with his early Zelle push, he will be in disadvantage because it's going to be massive mutants coming up. Usually a way to play this, it is going to be going for what is it? Yeah, there it is. The Overlord will see that there is going to be a missing Stargate, and to counter this, you need it to have like a Dragoon or something in your base, but he doesn't have that. So this Overlord will see that there's no Stargate. It's an early Zelle push, and he is gonna. Okay, there's a Dragoon. It's a bit of a later Dragoon. It's gonna be Hydrogen. He's gonna cancel Hydrogen. It's gonna go directly into Spire. We have a run by. This doesn't really help. He want to snipe the Dragoon. The Dragoon's gonna get surrounded. Oh my god, the Dragoon is very, very close to dying, but the Probe's gonna try to come out. The Zealot's gonna get surrounded. The Zealot need to come back. The Zealot is gonna try to escape, and now we need to have to support it. And this is the best, the best should have just anticipated. It was very, very easy to anticipate it. And now he needs to get the Overlord. The Overlord has run away. The Overlord has run away. The Dragoon's gonna try to get surrounded here. The Dragoon is very, very close to dying. He gets another Zergling. No, he doesn't get it, and now the Overlord is completely escaped. The Overlord is completely escaped, so the delayed attack is not the delayed Overlord block is not. Anyways, the Probe will check the main. He can see that there's gonna be a Hydra and a Spire. The game is already getting excited from the first moment of the game. These Zerglings with speed is able to do some damage, but not so much. He's gonna try to come down, and it's gonna be some nice attack. He gets one Probe, and it looks like the Dragoons are getting blocked here. More Zerglings are streaming through. He needs to block the front. He needs to block the front right now because it looks like Soulkey is gonna be trying to go for timing attack, and Zealots are moving away from the map here. Looks like there's gonna be a nice attack, and there needs to be a block. Looks like there isn't a block, and they're gonna try to destroy the cannons and go to somewhere else. He's trying to get some more Zerglings, and looks like they're getting ready to attack. Zerglings are trying to stream it. Can they get inside the expansion? They cannot. They cannot. The Zealots gonna try to attack against the third base. The Zerglings are returning. The Zerglings have decided to return. I'm not so sure if this is the right move or not. The spy is almost completed. He's gonna come out here, and that's gonna try to get some drones. He's gonna start to run away. Where the Zerglings, they're returning right now. It looks like Best is sending the rest of his Zealot out. There's gonna be some massive Zealot with lag, but the Zerglings also have speed. He needs to hold it right here. Hold it. Hold it. Do not release the pressure. Just stay exactly in this location to buy time. And he does buy some time, but that's going to be the end of this Zealot attack. And what is going to be the next move? I guess it's going to be some two more Dragoons and two Zealot. But Best's initial push is kind of thwarted. He needs to come up with some cannons. He's going to be going for Templar Cup. He's going to put some cannons in various locations. Going to try to surround here. But I think Soulkey has played the perfect defense, and now massive Mutalists are out on the map, and he's playing a losing game. With Corsairs, you can have some nice advantage, but with this kind of build, he's doomed to fail here. The Zerglings don't even need to engage anymore. They can just go back. But I guess they will not go back. But more Zealots gonna try to come across the map, and they're gonna try to hide on this other lane. And Mutual's gonna try to come out. The cannons are up though, but what he's gonna try to do? He need to rush into Templars right away. Massive Mutants, a single Dragoons, and a couple of cannons will not cut it. Maybe it's some Dark Archon. He goes onto the main. He knows that there's only a few cannons. He goes directly for the cannons. He goes to the cannon. There's enough Mutants to actually cover it. He needs to attack against the weak Mutants right now. He needs to find it. Does he find it or not? Looks like it's gonna be the end of the game, possibly. Where the Dragoon's doing? Oh my god. I mean, Best just was doomed to fail from the beginning. He was going for his favorite build, but did not really work on the two Zealots. On the other side of the map, he's going to try to go for a counter-attack, but it's not going to be possible. Any units and more from here, he's going to destroy, but very lucky for him, the gateway is actually in the low ground, so he actually can meet them, build a Templar Archive. He can build the Templars in the low ground, but anyways, a single Sunken is just enough to cover. He's splitting up his forces into two groups, and this is not the right way to play. He's completely behind here. The Zealot now don't even have speed. Okay, they have speed. They get completely shut down. Completely shut down from the Kingman, Mr. Soulkey, and I'm very, unhappy to say that this first game is gonna be won by Soulkey. Best has got two Zealot. He cannot do anything. Letting the early Zerglings run by was a problem, and there might be massive Zergling run by once again. A single Dragoon and an Archon cannot do anything. You need to block the front door. Soulkey has been so instrumental in the way he covered the front door. This Archon is unable to do anything, and so many probes are going to be falling. Dragoon's attacking, but not able to do any kind of damages at all. Best is behind by about 2 supply, but the differential is a lot larger than that. A single Mutual is getting sniped. I'm not so sure how much damage that is with just a single Mutual, and this Archon cannot get inside. He needs to wait for Dragoon range to complete. The Nexus is almost destroyed. The Nexus is getting very close to try. He's getting ready to cast a single Storm. Is he going to be able to cast a Storm or not? He's looking for it. He's going to cast a Storm. He casts a Storm. Soulkey reacts quite decently, not so bad. The high Templar getting sniped. Possibly the Archon is not able to land a single shot. The Nexus is so close to dying. The Nexus is gonna lose its life now. It's gonna cast another Storm. The Nexus, if it falls, it's gonna be a nice Storm, but is it gonna be enough? The Nexus is so close to dying. The Dragoon range is not yet completed. Dragoon range is not yet completed, and this is why these Dragoons are so clumsy. They're not attacking the right unit, and the Nexus will fall right now. The Nexus has fallen. The Nexus has fallen, and Best is going to be completely disadvantaged. He's behind by about 4 supply. And the massive Mutual is going to be coming out. He need to remake all of this stuff. And yeah, going for this kind of build is always very risky because you need those early courses to deal against Mutualist harassment. He's gonna try to make some cannons first, and looks like Soulkey's sticking with Mutas. This is interesting, and at least Best is playing the right move here. They might dive in, and I think Best has seen a glimpse of those Mutualists. There are about 9 Mutualists total. He dive in, but Dragoons are here to intercept. Dragoon's gonna try to find some opening. He wants to find those High Templars, not able to find any High Templars, and looks like the cannons have completed. He needs to cover for that High Templars. He needs to run away. One cannon. Oh, what are you doing? He's gonna lose the High Templars. He's gonna lose the High Templars, and he does lose the High Templars, and Best is so clumsy. So freaking insanely clumsy. That was just so easy. I mean, even I could micro those Dragoons in my own turf, man. But anyways, his Nexus is gonna complete, and Best is running out of gas. He's forced to remake those cannons. And behind it's gonna be massive Hydras. Of course, Soulkey can just put on a lurker wall, or he even need to do that. He just go in and just go for a frontal attack because there's nothing blocking the front. There's a single High Templar. That's it. Because the other High Templars have been used to destroy the Mutas. Yeah. Anyways, this Muta is gonna try to go away now. Maybe going for Dark Archon could have been a little bit better because it's a lot of investment. I think the Dragoons don't have range or what? Why are they so slow? Why are they so like blind? Anyways, there's gonna be some attack, and finally Probes is forced to do some distance mining. Then there's gonna be a frontal attack once again. He need to cast a storm. He need to cast a storm right now. He need to cast a storm. He doesn't cast a storm. Why not? I guess he want to wait for the Hydras, but it's not gonna be possible now. The next Hydra wave is coming through, but there's maybe just enough Dragoons to hold for now, unless he actually can put on some more High Templars. He comes through, and he's forced to distance mining with his probe. He's forced to distance mining with the probes, and probes are not allowed to go inside the main base, and the front door is gonna get destroyed. The first game will go to Soulkey. Best cannot do a goddamn thing. He needs to send an Archon to the high ground, possibly. He's gonna attack now. Where the Mutas? They dive in, and GG from Best. Immaculate play from Soulkey. Thanks for watching. If you guys got me behind me, confident that it's gonna be in the video description. I will see you soon. Bye bye. Look at the huge crowd.